Ash Wednesday, which was just this past Wednesday, starts a period of time in Christianity called Lent, which lasts for 40 days until Easter Sunday, which is about 6 weeks or so. The religious purpose of Lent is to give up something during that period of time, and I will explain more below about Lent and its deeply religious meaning, and there's just so many facets of it, and people celebrate it in different ways. But for our purposes here, uh, a lot of times people give up something that is something that they fully intend on getting right back to at the end of Lent. But I think a lot of people like the idea of giving up something so that it will be better for them, like health-wise, mentally, physically, in some way, doing something for that period of time. So that doesn't necessarily mean that you have to give up something that you love, while a lot of people do that, but it could be a device for you personally for self-improvement. For example, I participated in Lent for several years, and usually I pick something that is going to benefit my life in some way. One year when I was in college, I gave up fast food, which is really hard for someone on a college budget, but it ends up working out really well because it saves you money because you're forced to cook at home. Or when I first started this particular Lent period, I just started eating out at restaurants instead of fast food, which is not was not the point. So, but it's quite a learning experience every year. So this year is well, I've also not given up something and instead incorporated something positive into my life, like meditating. For the past 2 years, I have meditated every day at the same time to help form a habit. And I will say, for the most part, after I've participated in Lent every year that I've done this, at the end of it, I have improved in some way. Like, I don't eat nearly as much fast food as I did back in college before I did it. One year I did red meat because I was eating a lot of beef, and so since then, I haven't eaten nearly that much uh, beef that I was eating at the time. So every year the goal for me, is to do something that will be beneficial for the long run. So this year, something I've been thinking about doing for a few years and haven't, but I finally committed to myself to do it, which was to give up all beverages except for water, because I definitely don't drink enough water, and anyone who knows me knows I don't even really like to drink water at all, and that's an issue. I've always known that it's healthy for you and it's something that I should be doing. So I have started to drink only water, but my rules are a little bit different because I have allowed myself to add flavors, so that way I won't be completely bored with it or set myself up for failure by only drinking plain water, because I know I wouldn't do it. But this is a way to sort of walk myself into it. So I fill up one of these every day with flavor and water, and repeatedly throughout the time. And so during this period of Lent, I plan to come in and check in weekly to talk about how my life without any other beverages than water is changing. There's lots of positive things that I've heard about when you drink a lot more water, such as your complexion clears up, and or your skin glows and you feel better, you have more energy, you eat less, those types of things. So my goal here is to see how true these statements are by doing it for myself, because you can read and hear people all the time, but until you actually get in the practice of doing it yourself and see the results yourself, it doesn't really mean anything. So it's really difficult the first few days. Of course, this started Wednesday and today is Saturday, but the first few days have been hard because I find myself not drinking anything. I'll go all day and not drink anything, Well, I'll drink a little bit. I'll drink probably about one of those a day. And I'm used to drinking a lot of tea, occasionally soda, but I drink a lot of tea and other beverages that a lot of juice, that type of thing. So I'm trying to see the real benefits of this. And hopefully by the end of Lent, I'll be able to say so many wonderful things have happened. And I'm just going to keep drinking water, a lot of water every day. So I've become dehydrated because I haven't been drinking much of anything. So the goal is to drink much more water and drink as much as I would be drinking normally, but it just be water. So let me know, are you participating in Lent? Is there something that you've given up and you would like to talk about? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll be updating you regularly so you can play along. Bye!